It took modern humans tens of thousands of years to reach a population of 700 million. And then we tapped into millions of years of stored energy known as fossil fuels. Our human population exploded. It increased by 10 times in a mere 200 years. Our consumption has also exploded, on average 10 times per person, and many times more in the Western world. You put the two together, the result is a total human impact 100 times greater than only 200 years ago. And that is the most terrifying realization I have ever had. We humans are poised for a fall from an unimaginable height. Not because of one thing, not climate change alone, but all the human-caused changes the planet is suffering from. So why are bankers, industrialists, and environmental leaders only focused on the narrow solution of green technology? Is it the profit motive? And why, for most of my life, have I fallen for the illusion green energy would save us? Clearly, to answer this question, I needed professional help.
Keep my stuff, but that ever.
No.
Never heard.
I'll just be honest with you about my dilemma. You can be my, clinical, social, psycho. It's like the right has religion, and they have a belief in infinite fossil fuels. Our side says, oh, it's going to be okay. We're going to have solar panels. We're going to have wind towers. As soon as I heard you talk about our denial of death, I'm like, could that be it? Could it be that we can't face our own mortality? Could we have a religion that we're unaware of?
Absolutely. I think you've hit the proverbial nail on the head. What just differentiates people from all other forms of life is that, we're not only here, but that we know that we're here. If you know that you're here, then you recognize even dimly that you'll not be here someday. And on top of that, we don't like that we're animals. So we don't like that we're going to die someday. And we don't like that you could walk outside and get hit by a fucking meteor. What human beings did back in yesteryear is to envelop ourselves in culturally constructed belief systems. Call them cultures, call them worldviews, schemes of things, whatever you call them. Every human community has them. Every culture has an account of the origin of the universe. Every culture has a prescription for how you're supposed to behave while you're here. And every culture offers its denizens hope of immortality, either literally or symbolically. Then the question is, well, what happens when you bump into people who don't share those beliefs? Whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, that's undermining the confidence with which you subscribe to your own views and exposing you to the very anxiety that those beliefs were constructed to eradicate in the first place. If we're to make progress, whatever that word means, or even to persist as a form of life, we're going to need to radically overhaul our basic conception of who and what we are and what it is that we value. Because the people that you referred to earlier, both on the left and the right, that think we're going to be able to discover more oil or solar panel ourselves into the future, where life will look pretty much like it does now, only cleaner and better.
Either with more oil or greener
Correct.
or both.
I think that's just frankly delusional.
What I'm hearing is that if I haven't come to grips with my own anxiety about death and life and presented with a reminder of that, I'm highly likely to make some tragic decisions for the community.
Yes. The only solution in principle is, as Albert Camus put it, he said there's only one liberty: to come to terms with death. Thereafter, anything is possible. I find that downright inspiring.
As for our environmental leaders who dwelled in comfortable illusions, how tragic of decisions were they capable of making? I was about to find out.